What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video here. We got to talk about this. I mean, this has just gotten to another level here. We haven't really talked about it much on the channel yet, where the Trump administration has basically been jailing illegally. We have a lot of officers in plain clothes going up to pro-Palestine protesters, and they're arresting them. These are usually green card holders, not undocumented people, which is a key distinction, guys. This is green card holders for the most part. This person in particular is probably the most sick one I've seen of them being detained. We saw Mahmoud Khalil was really the first major story of a pro-Palestine protester who is a green card resident who was detained for basically being pro-Palestine and speaking out against Israel. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. The administration is giving a number of different classifications saying, oh, we wouldn't have accepted him if we knew this, if he was against Israel. And they're actually saying he did not commit a crime. So he's in detention facility without being charged with any sort of crime. Absolutely insane. So we're seeing that. And not to mention, he's a green card holder. The argument that a lot of conservatives are making is that, oh, he's a green card holder. He doesn't have the same rights as an American. That's not true at all. You can say that's true and you could just live in your own reality, but based on like the laws of this country and the Constitution, which apparently Republicans care about, it's actually not true. They do have the same rights pretty much. So they're just wrong. And if they want to live in their own fantasy land and say otherwise, that's fine. That's fine. And that's just terrible that that's happening. But this is even worse. This is sick. Okay. This is by far the worst one I've seen so far. This video here, and we're going to show you it in a second. This person is from Tufts University in Massachusetts, where this person, all that she did, is student, I believe she was a valedictorian and lives in Massachusetts. And this person, okay, the reason why they are detaining her, been here since 7 years old, a green card resident. And well, first of all, we found out yesterday they detained a South Korean who's been here since they were 7 years old on a green card for speaking out against Israel. Insane. This person, I believe, very well educated, and she wrote an op-ed speaking out against the war in the Gaza Strip. That's literally all the justification that's coming from the current administration. And they illegally detained her or kidnapped her, if that's how you want to put it. I don't think it's too far of a leap. This is absolutely insane. And for people like Joe Rogan and all these right-wing hacks who say, you know what, we love free speech, the left is anti-free speech, they're not saying shit about this. They're just not, because they don't care about free speech. It was never about free speech. The idea that the Trump administration is free speech when they have plainclothes people going over and illegally detaining these uh, people over free speech violations, it's sick. It's sick. These are permanent residents of the United States. Here's a video. Sick. Here it is. Turkish PhD student. Plain clothes too. Take that into account. Look at this. Engaging in activities in support of the militant group Hamas. Speaking out against the war in Palestine, just to be clear, guys. That's what they're talking about, the administration. Utter BS. And they have her, and they're walking over to a unmarked vehicle, I guess. I mean, it's completely insane. And no charges, again, filed against her who's here on a student visa. Completely insane, all because they're speaking out against Israel. Utter lunacy. Free speech, my ass. This is disturbing. Could you imagine the Biden administration went around, arresting people for being, uh, let's just say, you know what, a few years ago, they were arresting foreign students because they were critical of the COVID vaccine. Could you imagine what these people would be saying? They would be going nuts, and frankly, rightfully so. This is sick. This is a disgrace. And honestly, this is authoritarianism. I mean, it just is. This is completely insane. It's completely insane. I mean, basically being kidnapped. I mean, you have no charges filed against them. It is a stain on this country, and we're only what are we, 2 months in now, and we already have this stuff going on. It's sick. It is sick. There is no defense of this whatsoever. And this one guy, Billy Binion, this guy, look at how he phrased it too. This video is this is a pro-Israel person. This video is so disturbing. I've always considered myself pro-Israel, but if that now means arresting, jailing, and deporting someone whose only crime we know is writing a pro-Palestine op-ed, then count me out. I want nothing to do with that. I mean, yeah, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. There's no defense for it, and people should protest this. This is sick stuff. I mean, this is just not a good look. This is what they do in authoritarian countries, okay? This is not how the country is supposed to work. And again, there were Homeland Security agents in masks and plain clothes. I mean, what is going on? We should all be horrified at the way DHS spirited away Rumaiza in broad daylight, Masa Kanabai, Ozturk's lawyer wrote. And then, by the way, let's just talk about this. You have guys, or the Secretary of Homeland Security, Christine Nome, look what she was doing. And well, first of all, let's look at this from C-SPAN. Look at Secretary Rubio on the detained Turkish student. We revoked her visa. We gave you a visa to come and study and get a degree, not to become a social activist that tears up our university campuses. If we're giving you a visa and then you decide to do that, we're going to take it away. So basically, what he's saying is, if you speak out against Israel and exercise the First Amendment right in the United States of America, we will revoke your student visa and we will remove you. If you're anti-Israel, we will remove you no matter what. You cannot speak out against the war in the Gaza Strip if you are a foreign person. That's basically what they're saying. So free speech does not matter anymore. The idea this administration cares about the First Amendment is an utter it's a joke. And if you're a Republican or a MAGA person and you're saying that, then you're just ignorant. You're just ignorant, or if you're like one of the talking heads, you're just lying. It's as simple as that. I mean, this is pretty embarrassing stuff. Okay, it's just sick. It really is sick. As I was saying, Christine Nome, and look at this stuff. Like, what is first of all, this person who shot their dog. I mean, it's a pretty sick individual that this person is the head of Homeland Security, the former governor of South Dakota who shot her dog and was like bragging about it in her book. I mean, that's who's running Homeland Security, just to be clear. I mean, it's what is going on. So let's look at her where she was yesterday. She was in front of, oh, this was their other account. Let's see, DHS secretary. She was basically in, I think it was, what is it, El Salvador, uh, and she was basically in front of the prison and was like, "Yeah, if you're an illegal immigrant, you're subject to come here. Look at this, exploiting foreign prisoners for political fear mongering. I mean, this is sick. I mean, what is going on? Insane. It's insane. And so here's some, and by the way, this is the thing too. The Tufts graduate student detained by federal authorities in Somerville has been sent to a Louisiana detention facility, despite a federal judge's order telling U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement not to remove her without notice, and they completely disregarded that. So now the administration is just ignoring the courts as well. So another just authoritarian-esque move. I mean, it's not a good sign, guys, what's going on in this country right now. It's just not. Then here's a politician. You have Bernie Sanders making a statement on it. Trump's move towards authoritarianism continues. A Turkish student at Tufts University was snatched by a group of masked DHS students. Why? Because she wrote an op-ed critical of Israel's war against the Palestinians. Together, we must stop Trump's political persecution of dissidents. It's sick. It's embarrassing. This needs to stop immediately, because this is, again, if there's no pushback against this, it's only going to ramp up and get worse. It's not a good look, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's super good for the algorithm, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So please subscribe. We're building an audience here. So we're trying to get to 500 subs by the end of the month, hopefully by the end of April. So help out in any way you can. Patreon link and Amazon links in the description as well if you want to help out that way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.